Okay, this one we're going to start with our partial products method, which means we are going to take every number that's on top and multiply it to every number that's on bottom. If you would like to write them vertically to help you, I suggest giving that a try. 26 times 35. If we do partial products, that means I need to pull out my tens place on the top and I pull out my tens place on the bottom. I'm going to start with my ones and I'm going to start with this bottom number, 35. First, I'm going to multiply my ones, which is 5. I'm going to multiply it by 6. I know 5 times 6 is 30, so I'm going to put this over here. Next, I'm going to move on to my tens place. I still am messing with my 5, and I multiplied it by my 6, but my 5 still needs to be multiplied by the 20. It's not 5 times 2, it's 5 times 20 since 2 is in the tens place. So 5 times 20, I know 5 times 2 is 10, and since there's an additional 0 next to this 20, or this 2, I'm going to go ahead and put my other 0 there too. Okay, so notice that we have 5 times 20 and 5 times 6 to make 26. That was messing with our 5s. Now that our 5s are done, our 1s are done, our 1s places, we're going to move on to our 10s place. Our 10s place is actually a 30, not a 3, because remember, when the 3 is in the 10s place, it's actually a 30. So let's start with 30. I'm going to multiply it by my 1s place up here, which is 6. And I know 3 times 6 is 18. So I'm going to write 18. However, it's not just 3 times 6, it's 30 times 6. So I have to make sure I add my 0 back in. Okay. So next, I'm going to look at my other tens place. So I'm still messing with 30, because remember, our 5s are done now. We did our 5s by our 6 and our 5s by our 20. Now we are doing 30, and I already did 30 times our 1s place up top. Now I'm going to do 30 by my 10s place on the top, which is 30 times 20. Okay. 3 times 2 is 6. I know that there are 2 zeros between the two of these numbers, so I'm going to add 2 zeros. Okay, I am all ready to go. This is actually opposite of the lined up way, so I can either rewrite them or I could just make sure they're all nice and neat like this in rows, so that way when I do go add, it's okay if my biggest number's on the bottom as long as it's in neat rows. If you wanted to rewrite them from biggest to smallest, if that helps you, please go ahead and try that. I know 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is still 0. And I know that 8 plus 0 plus 3 is 11. I'm going to put my 1 down here. My 11 for my 1 in my tens place goes up top. Now I have 6 plus 1, 2, 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. And once again, since I'm in Mrs. Stauffer's class, I'm going to circle my answer.